Hey dreamers, welcome back. Today I'm going to go back to my Key to Activating the Law of Attraction series. I did introduce myself that way, letting you know that this channel is all about inspiring and motivating people and encouraging them to dream again and trying to help you figure out what made you lose your dream and then how do you get it back. That's really what I desire to do here. So today we're going to talk about one of the issues that we may have that is keeping us from dreaming, and that is self-doubt or just plain old unbelief in ourselves. All of us, here, or maybe many of us have heard of the law of attraction, manifesting, creating your life, but you're wondering, what are your roadblocks to actually achieving that? Why does it seem that you see other people who can just blink their eye and anything they want and desire they can have? The main reason is because they actually believe in themselves. And the law of attraction works from what we really believe that we can have. Those inner thoughts that are going on inside of our mind that we aren't necessarily conscious of. It's easy to manifest when you are in a desperate situation. I'll give you an example. Your rent is due. My rent is due. I don't have the money. Maybe I don't have a job. Maybe I just spent my money in ways that I shouldn't, but I don't have the money for my rent. And I know that I am going to get evicted if I do not find those coins to pay my landlord. So what happens, we naturally focus on, with real intent, how to get that money to pay our rent. So all of our thoughts, our conscious, subconscious thoughts, they are in alignment, knowing that we need a place to stay. So you're sitting around and you're thinking, well, how can I do this? Who can I borrow money from? Can I get myself a payday loan? Is a payday loan going to really work? Can I pay it back? I don't know. Who are my friends that I could borrow a few dollars from? Do I have about 10 friends I could borrow $50 from? Because I'm short $500. Yeah, that's the right math. I'm short $500. Your brain gets working and churning on, how do I get this money? And before you know it, it all just falls together. You get the money, you pay your rent, and you're just like, wow, I don't know how I did that. You did it because the law of attraction worked for you, but you did it in a more natural state. As we learn how to use the law of attraction from the different gurus that are out here, they give us these steps to show us how to do what we were born to do and created to do naturally. But we've lost the drive or the initiative or the inspiration to create naturally. So they've come up with these steps or a process so that you can, achieve your dreams or whatever it is that you're desiring or wanting at the time. But we can do it naturally. So if you can hold on to the end, I'm going to give you some tips to show you how to activate the law of attraction. I'm going to give you about 2 or 3 tips that you can go home and you can practice so that you can get that law of attraction activated in your life. The major question is, why can't we get the law of attraction activated in our life? Why can't we seem to manifest our dream? Let's talk a little bit about what is preventing us from manifesting or from using the law of attraction in a positive way. I believe the major reason is that we block our blessings, or we have so much self-doubt. We don't believe in ourselves. We actually don't believe we are worthy of obtaining or possessing that thing that we want. Okay, I'll give you a real world example about myself. I didn't realize this, but I had a deep down self-doubt or unbelief or I'm not worthy feeling that I was not worthy of having a man who truly loves me from my head to my toes. Someone who I could spend the rest of my life with, who would understand all the things that make me tick. I believe deep down that I wasn't worthy of it. And how this, displayed itself in my life, I would tell my family and friends that I don't think I want to get married. I think I'm going to be okay being single. Now, don't get it wrong. I date, of course I date. But as far as finding that person who's the one, people like to call them the soulmate. I did not think I could get one. So the story I made up in my mind was I didn't desire one. I'm a pretty independent woman. I have a lot going on for myself. And I'm fine with, having a relationship and not having a husband. So I thought. Now, I'll give you a little story about how I discovered that I didn't really feel that way. That wasn't my true thought. Maybe a year or two ago on one of those music award shows that they have on TV, they were honoring Anita Baker. And as they played those songs and sang those songs, I cried my eyes out. And I could not understand why I was crying so hard. What is going on in me? What has this music, these lyrics triggered in me? Why am I crying so hard? And do you know what I realized in that moment? Was that I thought I wasn't worthy of having true love in my life. And those songs touched my soul, touched my heart, touched me deep down on the inside. And it was like a message. Hey, you really do deserve this, but you don't think you deserve this, but you don't know that you don't think you deserve this. So I have to bring this to your attention. Your subconscious mind, the Holy Ghost, whatever you want to call it, it spoke to me through those songs. And I realized, I said, oh my Lord, I don't believe that I deserve to have a husband. So now I know that I deserve to have a husband, and I'm working on those other issues that I may have inside me that are preventing me from manifesting that. Because that is a goal of mine, you know, just to put it on the table and be honest. I have goals and dreams too that I still would like to achieve. And one is finding the man of my dreams, or him finding me, or us finding each other, however you want to look at it, us meeting. And I believe that he's here. I believe that I just haven't pulled him into the realm in which I'm living currently. But I believe that all the self-work that I've done on myself has made me ready and open for that husband. But it took me all of these 44 years, you know, to get there. So now, to sum it all up, we're going to get to the tips on how to get to understanding what are those things that you have deep down buried, your unbelief, the unbelief in yourself, the self-doubt, the lack of love for yourself, the lack of self-care. Why are you doing those things? Why are you not achieving your goals and your dreams? So one tip that I have is that you should meditate. You should meditate on a daily basis if you can. And I know meditate, you know, well, if you don't meditate, but you pray. To me, it's the same thing. If you want to meditate or you want to pray, but I need you to take some quiet time in the morning. If you've never meditated before, you can last a minute when you first start. It is kind of difficult to kind of sit in silence and to not hear anything except for the little sounds that are around you and to still your mind. It's a learning process. It's a journey to, you know, get to understanding how to meditate for yourself. Some people play music and they have other people's voices in the background. Some other people will, whatever they want to, what they're thinking about, what they are trying to manifest, they'll have it. They'll record it and hear their own voices, but do this during some type of quiet space. I particularly don't like hearing my own voice speak to me. It weirds me out. I've done it, but it weirds me out a little bit. So my suggestion would be just to sit quiet, to start that way, and to just let your thoughts go. You want to breathe deeply. In and out several times. What I do, I set a timer on my phone so I know how long I've meditated for, so that you know when it's time to stop, because you have a tendency to think you've meditated for a long time and you could have done it for 30 seconds and you think you've been there for 5 minutes. So I would say set a timer and just find a quiet space and just breathe in and out, and just let your thoughts go. Because when you really master meditation, and even along the way, you will be inspired by things. It opens you up to your subconscious. So as you go through your day, there are sometimes, you know, keys, I think, that are just dropped off, little trigger things that are laid out for you that you'll find that you would have not been open to them had you not meditated that day. Now, I have another tip for you. Once you've done your meditation, what happens is that opens you up to receiving answers. Because you've stilled your mind, you've learned how to calm your own thoughts, the active thoughts that we have in our brain daily. You've learned how to calm those, so now you can listen to the deep inner person. And that person is going to speak to you. I get spoken to mainly through music. I'm going to be honest. I love music. I love all kinds of music: country, hip hop, R&B, pop, rock. I just love music. And so sometimes I'm like, well, what do I want to listen to today? So I'll just randomly pick something. And the words, then I was like, wait a minute, did I just hear that? the words will talk to me. So that's why Anita Baker, her music at that moment, it spoke to me. I've been listening to Elton John. I watched The Rocket Man not too long ago. I didn't watch it. I know it's been out for years, but I finally watched it on cable. And I got his playlist on, his Essential playlist on Apple Music. And listening to him, he has a lot of messages for me in his songs. And I just feel like I'm Still Standing is my theme song because of everything I've been through. But make sure that you're open to hearing where your messages come from. Your message could come from people that you know. Your message can come from music. It can come from, to be honest, anywhere. It could come from a conversation that you're having with somebody that's just real random. But there's a message, the inner message in it for you. But once you start meditating on a regular basis and being open to finding these answers for yourself, they'll come to you. And, but I don't know. And some people will call it your spirit guide, the Holy Ghost, your subconscious. But whatever you want to label it, it will speak to you and it will guide you and it will help you to become a more whole person. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that the information I provided today is helpful to you. If you have any other questions about how to bring up and work on yourself and to get rid of the self-doubt, drop me some comments. I would love to walk you through your journey or just partner with you through your journey, because it's not easy working on yourself. Sometimes it's hard. And I was boo-hooing over some music on TV, and my stomach was like, you know how that feeling you get when you know you hit the spot, something's really going on that you need to work through. And sometimes that feeling doesn't always feel good. So I'm here to help you with that. So drop me a comment. And anytime, you're working on something pops up and you just want someone to talk it through with, I'm here. I'm here. You can drop me a comment and eventually I'll have enough followers or subscribers, I'm sorry, to go live. And then we can actually have live chats. I just think that'll be so awesome. So that being said, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe and share. Have a great day, dreamers.